Welcome back to Newsbeat. I'm John Bennett with your sports report. Breaking news of today is that Tiger Woods has announced he will compete in the Masters on April 5th. Tiger last played on November 15th, winning the Australian Masters. LSU baseball faced quite the challenge this weekend against the Kansas Jayhawks without ace pitcher Anthony Renato. The story of Friday night would be offense, offense, offense. LSU would score 9 runs, but it would not be enough as Kansas posted 11 on the scoreboard. Then on Saturday, Austin Ross would stabilize the team with a steady 2-run effort. Blake Dean was also responsible for the win, contributing all 4 runs scored on the afternoon for the Tigers. At Sunday, Coach Bennett was hoping to get a 3rd win from freshman pitcher Jordan Rittner. That would not be the case as Kansas jumped out to a lead and did not look back, winning 8-4. The loss on Sunday made for the first loss series for the Tigers since April of last year. They will begin SEC play this weekend against Arkansas after a Wednesday night game against Nicholls. LSU softball started their SEC play this weekend with a road trip to South Carolina. The Tigers ripped the Lady Gamecocks to pieces, scoring 24 runs over a 3-game period. Games 2 and 3 would both be mercy ruled. The ladies will host Ole Miss in a Wednesday night doubleheader, followed by a weekend series with Auburn. The ladies of the gymnastics team had a special night on Friday honoring 4 seniors before the meet against Iowa. Sabrina Francicelli, Summer Hubbard, Susan Jackson, and Kayla Rogers have contributed over 70 wins during their 4 years at LSU. Friday night would be no different as the Tigers posted an overall score of 197.15. Not only was that good enough for the win against the Hawkeyes, it is also the Tigers' highest score of the season. The team will now travel to Shreveport this weekend to take on Centenary. And of course, the national story of the weekend was the NCAA tournament brackets being announced. Tournaments were announced yesterday, and the top national seeds were not very surprising. Kansas got the #1 overall seed, followed by other #1 seeds, Kentucky in the East, Duke in the South, and Syracuse in the West. And now we're joined by our basketball expert, Taylor Jacobson, a member of the men's basketball team here at LSU. And Taylor, you've played against the SEC teams. We have Florida, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. How do you feel about some of those teams?
All great teams. All showed an incredible showing this year, throughout the year. I know the SEC tournament was definitely a doozy for everybody, showing how Kentucky proved themselves a little bit here and there.
Right.
Kentucky is a strong team. Young point guard with John Wall, but also a strong center with Patterson. They may make a run. I see them going to Elite 8 here. Maybe losing Sweet 16, depending on their experience.
Okay, so who do you have winning it all? I
have Syracuse winning.
Really?
I hate to say it, but their zone defense is incredible. Lockdown defense all around.
Certainly, and you started playing that defense a little later on in the season for LSU.
We started implementing the defense, zone defense, 6 or 7 games at the end of the season. Most teams could struggle with it and say the least.
Right. And you also are a little bit of an expert on the women's basketball team. What was your role last year with the team?
They have a program called the Gold Squad. What they do is they bring in guys who just want to help out, have the girls play against guys a little faster, quicker games so they get their skills a little more improved. Having the girls last year, only with 1 senior, they had a very young team, very impressive at the same time. This year they will go a little further than the NCAA tournament.
Right.